Welcome back, Entertainment Daily lovers. So this will be a quick update concerning the official statement coming from Tiwa Savage, and we're also going to touch down on Toke Makinwa a little bit because it's both of them that are taking care of Annie allegedly. From what we know, the blogs that had posted it, one blog in particular I saw it on posted about this, and then not too long ago she followed up, Tiwa Savage followed up with a post that actually confirmed that yes, it is she and Tokema Kinwa that is taking care of Annie Idibia in rehab because they had said Two-Face has abandoned her. So a quick update on that. Like, this is a story that keeps giving, and I don't know when we're going to stop. So since that had happened, some of the things that we've seen are people coming out to say, what of all people are these two? One person that also jumped on this bandwagon was Tiwa Savage's ex-husband, okay, jumped on the bandwagon and had something to also say. Because remember, Tiwa Savage was really pissed off when she made that post. When you're reading the post, you know that this is coming from somebody that is upset, somebody that is not pleased by the action of the other party, and she just aired her mind and she said posterity will judge Two-Face, and that did not sit well at all with Tiwa Savage's ex-husband Teebillz, and he decided he was also going to put in one or two out there questioning Tiwa Savage and saying, of all people in Nigeria or in the world that will want to call Two-Face out and talk about posterity judgment and whatnot, that it cannot be you, Tiwa Savage, because you are not even there with that. Welcome in. If you, wherever you're watching this post, just follow, subscribe, and let's get to the bottom of this gist. So since Two-Face said he'd been separated from Annie for a very long time, and that he's also, filing for a divorce, that took a lot of people by surprise, knowing fully well that the Young, Famous and African had aired, and people were bashing Annie, saying she's acting like someone that is under the influence of something, and now Two-Face made this announcement. So Toke and Tiwa Savage, it didn't sit well with them. They made their own post. A lot of other people posted about it, also reacted to what Two-Face posted. A lot of Nigerians and people from Africa, diaspora, and all over the world reacted to this post, okay? And then one person that was sitting down watching this whole thing unfold was Teebillz, Tiwa Savage's ex-husband, and decided to say something. So now this post goes like this. It says, asking Tu Baba to be judged by posterity because of Annie is humorous. Has posterity judged you on how you treated me? So this is a question Teebillz is asking directly to Tiwa Savage. Okay, drop your 2 cents. Let me know what you think about the happenings, and I will also drop my 2 cents afterward. But first of all, let's go through the post, and then we're going to analyze the other part later on. So this was the first question, and I know this got a lot of people's attention. Like, okay, Teebillz, you're out again. So Teebillz drops a mind-blowing question again on Tiwa. I said, you are very fast to gaslight your fans again to appear like a good person, but we both know we both know who you truly are. You are nothing close to Annie, and not even in the same class when it comes to morals. Tell the media that Tu Baba should be judged. Okay, telling the media that Tu Baba should be judged by posterity is very funny to me because it is coming from the devil herself. If Tu Baba is to be judged, what will happen to you? So this is what Teebillz is telling Tiwa Savage directly, because we all know how this whole thing played out when Teebillz and Tiwa Savage, they were going through their marital brouhaha, and then Teebillz wanted to, go and jump off that mainland bridge to commit, the S word, wanted to unalive himself, and so much was said. And, on the media, people were also alleging that it seemed like Tiwa had abandoned Teebillz because of, Tiwa career was up there then, She was one of the most famous Nigerian female artists then, booking shows, traveling here, connections and everything, home and abroad, everywhere. So people were like, okay, she abandoned Teebillz because of someone else. And so many speculations was out there, so many stories for her to debunk and things like that. But then, Teebillz then did not really say much. But I guess because he was in that, mood of buying himself, unaliving himself. So he did not say much. But some years later, when some things happened, Teebillz will use that opportunity to come and throw in his 2 cents. And if he needs to shade Tiwa Savage, that's exactly what he does. And so talking about that, like I said, we're also bringing Toke Makinwa in this because it's actually Toke Makinwa and Tiwa Savage that is taking care of Annie Idibia now in rehab that she is, not Two-Face, and they feel like Two-Face has abandoned her, and they made that post. So immediately these two ladies made this post. A lot of people came out online and said, wait a minute, the two people that are close friends to, or at least close enough to care enough, because what we had heard, we saw a video where Annie's kids were playing with other children's. They said that was Toke Makinwa. It was alleged that that was Toke Makinwa's home. So it seemed like Annie's kids are with Toke Makinwa. Then Toke Makinwa and Tiwa is taking care of Annie. Now, do I think it is nice that Teebillz came in throwing this? Whatever issue that you and Tiwa Savage had in your marriage and whatnot does not mean that Tiwa Savage cannot stand to help another woman that is going through a similar situation, or probably not similar, but let's call it similar in terms of divorce is divorce, bitter or sweet, or however you want to look at it, right? So it does not mean that because Tiwa was maybe, according to you, terrible to you, does not mean she will not be able to help Annie, because Annie is definitely going through something. So I don't think coming to judge Tiwa in this situation is helping anything. It's not helping anything. The most important question is Tiwa truly helping Annie? If it's financially, physically, or otherwise, is she helping? And if she's helping, then we should all pray that God bless and reward her for even caring enough to go and help somebody else. Because you understand, not every celebrity will want to put themselves in that kind of situation, right? Then they said Toke Makinwa and Tiwa, they're not married, they're not this, so they're not in a place. I don't like it when people feel like people that are not married cannot, have anything good to advise. It depends on the kind of unmarried people that you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with reasonable unmarried people, they don't give you bad advice as a married person. It's not as if you say, something is happening, I'm leaving my home, that because that one is not married, except that is a bad friend. That's just an evil person. But a good single friend will not advise their married friend to, run away if there is something you can sort out, okay? They give a good advice as they're advising their friend and expecting you as a friend to do the same. So people judging Toke Makinwa because Toke Makinwa had a failed marriage with, I think she was married to a man called Maje or something like that. And then Tiwa Savage too had a failed marriage. So for that reason, they cannot be. They say, no wonder Annie is planning to leave. Two-Face, it seemed like Two-Face is the one filing for divorce, which is what came as a surprise to everybody, because people were saying, wait a minute, Two-Face was the one that stepped out on the marriage in their relationship, had 5 children with other women before he came back to have their first kid with Annie. But yet, it seemed like right now, as we speak, it's Two-Face that is going to be filing for divorce and not Annie. So I do not support that Tiwa's husband is calling her out, and I don't support those men that are out there saying, Annie, because you're listening to these two. It's not about that, because people that are close to this couple are already saying that they are battling things, domestic violence, allegedly, and a whole lot of stuff is actually happening. When it gets to the point where somebody can be unalived, then anybody that has the balls to go file, the other person sign the damn papers and you move your separate ways, because if you're there, most definitely try and error. One day, one person will succeed in unaliving the other person. Okay, so I don't think people should be judging these two women for helping Annie. It does not have anything. There is no connection between the fact that these two women's marriage failed. So that's why Teebillz coming out to talk, take several seats, because it does not make any sense. Okay, everybody is talking. If you want to bash Tiwa, bash her based on other things, okay, not based on the fact that, oh, you're saying posterity should judge. She knows what she has seen. She knows what triggered her, because everybody is saying this is the wrong timing. People are not even saying they should not get a divorce. People are saying because Annie is battling substance abuse and she's in rehab, Two-Face shouldn't have publicized that information. He shouldn't have come out online. He should have just gone straight to the courthouse, to wherever they got married, then end the marriage, right? Get the divorce paper ready, get her to sign her own, and end the thing quietly, and the both of you move ahead with your life. You don't have to come on social media to announce it that, oh, I'm divorcing this person, or I'm doing this and I'm doing that. That's the point people were making. So if Tiwa said posterity should judge Two-Face, I think that's the angle she's coming from, because Tiwa will not come out and debate and say Annie did not know the kind of person Two-Face was. Annie knew, so that's not even the bone of contention. Nobody is saying that, but everybody is just saying the timing is too wrong. Everybody is bashing her since they watched this Netflix show, Young, Famous and African. People are bashing, people are talking substance abuse, this one and that one. People are even digging up the old video where Annie's own brother had called her out and said she was a drug addict and all of that. So many things are out there. You know, innocent family members also spoke out. All those things, people are bringing them out. And then you two, you're coming out with this, and we're seeing you coming from the club with another woman. Come on.